Okay, so I was 1 and 2 in my predictions. So I mean 1 of 2 in my predictions. Yeah, whatever. English sucks. Anyway, so I got the Pacers Hornets series wrong, which is funny because I am a Pacers fan and I bet against my old team. I have noticed something. Whenever I bet against the Pacers to win, they end up doing really well, or they just end up winning. Like back in 2018, when the Cavs were facing the Pacers in the first round, and I bet against the Pacers to win that series, but uh, I mean, I bet the Cavs to finish that series in 4 games or maybe five, and that series went to seven. It was a very close series. Like, but for LeBron's buzzer beater win in Game 5, the Pacers would have won that series. Yeah, that was a pretty close series, and yeah, and so from that time on, I learned never to bet against this team. But then again, I bet against them in 2019 against the Celtics. They got swept, and 2020 against the Heat. I bet on them winning, and yeah, they lost. So I think the formula is bet against your team, and they're gonna win. So okay, cool. Um, no, full disclaimer, I did not see that game. I just saw a few plays, saw some highlights. So quickly, just an overview of this video. I'm gonna talk about the Charlotte Hornets and their future for a bit. I'm gonna do this for every team that gets eliminated in the play-in slash playoffs. That's on. And I have a couple of videos running. One is the playoff prediction, and one is the regular season awards before people stop caring about the regular season altogether. So yeah, talking about the playoffs. Sorry, the playing games. So actually, I was surprised with the Pacers win because they didn't have Miles Turner for this game. They did not have Caris LeVert for this game, and despite that, they pulled out the win. Malcolm Brogdon is back after like missing 10 games, and he was pretty good. He played 21 minutes because obviously, if you're coming back from a hamstring injury, you are about to play less minutes, and he was pretty good. He was cutting to the baskets. He was getting those dimes from Sabonis, and Sabonis as well had 21 rebounds, 9 assists, and 14 points. Pretty good stat line. And the one guy I want to talk about is O'Shea Brissett. Brissett, I don't know how to pronounce that, but overall he's been really good for the Pacers. He's been taking the space of TJ Warren, and he has been fantastic in his first few games. He's only 22 years old, has a lot of room to grow. So hopefully this can turn out to something great. Now let's talk to the game I watched, and the prediction actually got correct. That is the Celtics versus the Wizards. I did predict the Celtics to win this game. However, I did not predict is Jayson Tatum having a 50 piece. Holy, I mean, Jayson Tatum, like this was the quietest 50-point game that I've ever seen. Like, I mean, at the half, the announcer said Jason Tatum is an actor. Jason Tatum had 39, and I was like, what? How? Like, I didn't even see. He did shoot a lot of free throws, and albeit for a 50-point game, he wasn't all that efficient. He was definitely less than 50%. I think he was around 44, 45%. Let me just check. Yeah, he was like 14 for 32. So yeah, overall not the greatest efficiency, but a great game nonetheless. 50-point game. So yeah, can't go wrong with that. He didn't miss a free throw though. So there's that. But on the other end, Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal did not have good games to compensate for Jason Tatum's 50. So Russell Westbrook was not aggressive at all this game. Which is kind of uncharacteristic from him. A lot of it was the Celtics playing great defense on him. Like they had Tatum on him from the start, and then whenever he came in, it was either Robert Williams, who did leave the game due to an injury, or Tatum just covering from the slide, switching for him. He got a couple of blocks on Westbrook, which he played fantastic defense. Overall, Westbrook did not shoot the ball well. He did get 15 rebounds. I think he had like 13 in the first half. But overall, yeah, I mean, the stat line did say he has 20 points, but then he did get a lot of them in garbage time, and he did get lot of points from the line. He had this very nice tip dunk, which is like fun to watch. And overall, yeah, Westbrook did not have a good game. Bradley Beal was struggling from the injury from the start. Actually, so the Wizards were still in the game in the first half. So I think at one point they were leading by 8 or something. Despite Westbrook and Beal having bad first quarters, it was Ish Smith and Daniel Gafford who was really getting him in this game. They were driving to the rim at will. Effect and essentially, Bradley Beal was also picking it up late in the second half. I mean, the second quarter. He did look a lot better. He did look a lot comfortable taking his shots, but in the end of the day, he did shoot poorly. In the third quarter, the Wizards offense had nothing going for them. But on the other hand, the Celtics, Kemba hit like 3 straight. Shout out to Kemba. He had a great game. Marcus Smart did whatever he's supposed to. Great defense, great hustle. He brings all that every day. Um, so yeah, overall, not great from the Wizards. They were. I mean, we expect them to be bad defensively. They were bad. One thing I was disappointed is Robin Lopez always gets that nice hook shot, And in the last game, he had about 16 points, and he did get a lot of possessions. I was hoping they would give more possession to Lopez in this game. That did not happen. So I mean that's not the main reason for their loss, but it is one of the major reasons. They completely collapsed in the third quarter, and by the time the fourth quarter rolled around, it was a little too late. Celtics were just running away with it. Yeah. So overall, to summarize, great game for Tatum, and pretty bad game for the Washington Wizards. Another thing about the Wizards is they could not hit threes. I think they made two threes the entire game. They were just missing all their threes. I think they came to a point where they weren't attempting any threes. Bertans was awful this game. He's their best 3-point shooter. I mean, after Beal, of course, but he really wasn't making anything. So yeah. So now comes to the prediction of Wizards versus Pacers. I really think the Wizards are going to win this. Monday they have the Pacers number from the beginning of the season. I think they've swept the season series with the Pacers. I think 3-0. Yeah, embarrassing. But again, like the logic I use, I like to bet against my team so that they can actually get a win. So anyway, coming back to the Celtics. So they're going up against the Nets in the first round as a reward for winning this game, which is pretty sad. So yeah, I'll be making my playoff predictions later. So the one thing I want to talk about is the Charlotte Hornets and their future. It's pretty good. Yeah. Terry Rozier is about 25, I guess. I don't know really, but he has had a breakout year this season. Gordon Hayward is a great addition if he can stay healthy. Of course, the main rookie here is LaMelo Ball. He would have won Rookie of the Year. He would have been unanimous Rookie of the Year probably if he didn't get injured. But my opinion should go to Anthony Edwards. Spoiler alert for my regular season awards, but LaMelo Ball is the best rookie in this class. He has immense potential. He can do great. And other than that, PJ Washington is another guy who has really high potential. Miles Bridges was really good this game. I think he was the only one who was like pretty good, really good this game. So overall, I'm not too worried about the Charlotte Hornets' future. They have they're developing good culture there. So it was not all shattered after Kemba left, essentially. And we all thought paying Terry Rozier that contract was pretty trash. Turns out it was not. He's pretty good. So yeah, that's it from me. So I'll be watching the Western Conference play-in. Not both again. I'll be watching the Warriors and Lakers tomorrow. And a spoiler. I mean, not a spoiler. The Lakers are going to win that game, in my opinion. Steph is going to go nuclear, but then LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the team, them having great defense, it's just probably gonna overwhelm them. And the second game, that is Memphis vs Spurs, I'm gonna pick the Memphis Grizzlies. So yeah, thanks for watching.